Hey guys, what's good? Mike here with Laker Talk. I want to talk about why Byron Scott needs to be fired and why Mark Madsen should be put in as an interim coach for the rest of the year. Okay, now, yes, I'm not crazy. Mark Madsen is not going to be or shouldn't be the Laker coach for the rest for long term, just for the interim, for like the rest of the year. I think we need someone like a Mark Jackson, someone like a Tom Thibodeau. Okay, people don't like Tom Thibodeau because he's not really good with rookies. I understand that, but he is a good defensive coach. Mark Jackson, I like what he's doing. He's a smart guy. He's a good basketball mind. I like what he did at Golden State. He was calling, and how he built Golden State up. And he was calling Steph and Klay Thompson the best shooting guards in the world. Prior to, everyone was cracking up and laughing. Like, you're crazy. But guess what? He's right. They are the best shooting guards in the world. And he built that team up, but he was fired before they won the championship. So I like Mark Jackson as an option. But I think in the short term, we got to go with someone like Mark Madsen. But let me just talk about why Byron Scott needs to be fired. I like Byron Scott as a person. He's a nice guy. He's a Laker legend, okay? He won championships with us, okay? He's in our family, okay? He did a good job in New Jersey. Yes, he did take them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals, but that was a weak East. I don't even want to like say why he took them. Yes, the East was weak at the time, but Jason Kidd did run that team, and Jason Kidd was at the top of his game. But guess what? Byron Scott did a good job. He took them to 2 finals, I believe, and he did a good job in New Orleans for part of the tenure at New Orleans. He had Chris Paul. He had a young Tyson Chandler. When he got over to Cleveland, he just lost it. He didn't know what he was doing. I think when Kyrie Irving was a rookie, he lost 27 games in a row. I think it broke a record or something. And you could just tell from that point on, he didn't even flinch losing that many games. And he didn't know what he was doing wrong. He just kept at it. He's like he was making a paycheck. He's just getting a paycheck. And I think right now he's just collecting a paycheck. After every loss, he doesn't say, what he says is like, our team got our butts kicked. It's like, dude, fix it. Our team doesn't have an identity. We don't know if we're a defensive team. We don't know what type of offense we run. We're not a pick and roll team. We're not a 3-point shooting team. We're not an inside team. We're not a slashing, a running team. We don't have any identity. And then he's trying all these different players in and out. Ryan Kelly, he's starting Ryan Kelly at first, not playing D'Angelo Russell in the late minutes. He's all over the place. I just think right now we need to change, right? We need to remove Byron Scott from being head coach. Okay, and a big part of it is he's not developing D'Angelo Russell the way we all need him to be developing. Okay, he's not featuring the pick and roll, a heavy pick and roll offense, which is D'Angelo Russell's #1 sweet spot. Okay, he needs to create off the pick and roll, shoot the elbow jumper, or dish out to the shooters. Okay, or to cutting, slashing players. That's where D'Angelo Russell kind of creates and make up for himself. Now, I think what we need to do, and Mitch needs to fire Byron Scott, but instead of bringing in a tenured coach like Mark Jackson or Tom Thibodeau right away, because if he brings in a new coach right away, they're going to be under pressure to win. And when you're under pressure to win, you're not going to play your rookies that often. Okay, so D'Angelo Russell's development would get hurt if a Mark Jackson came in right away, if a Tom Thibodeau came in right away, or Kevin McHale or whoever. Okay, he's not going to play those rookies. But if Mark Madsen is put in as a head coach for the rest of the year, okay, we can just say this season's a wash. But what we can get out of it is to give D'Angelo Russell 36 minutes a game, introduce a heavy pick and roll offense into our system, allow him to get his confidence up, to get his points per game up to about 20, get his assists up to about 8, and give him some confidence for next year. Possibly, if we lose a lot of games, possibly we keep our top 3 protected pick. I believe we still have that, if I'm not mistaken. I got to look into that. But I think that's the best thing going for us right now. If we bring in a new coach, they're going to be under pressure to win. It might hinder D'Angelo Russell's development. So I say we fire Byron Scott, get Mark Madsen in there, let him play, and he did a good job in the Summer League developing Julius Randle, Clarkson, and D'Angelo Russell. I like what he did in Summer League. I think he can do the same thing throughout the rest of the year. What are your thoughts? So that's my thing. What's your thoughts on who should be our next coach? What do you think about Mark Madsen being put in as an interim so that he can develop and put in that heavy pick and roll offense to develop D'Angelo Russell? Leave me your comments on my YouTube channel. This is my second blog on my Laker Talk blog, but I'm going to be putting out a video like this almost every day. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like the things that I talk about, you like listening to Laker Talk. And hit me up on Twitter at MikeSportsLA and shoot at me. Comment, tweet at me, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll talk soon. Peace.